statement by Azimio la Umoja. Pardon?
Okay? Yes. Okay. Proceed.
This is a statement by Azimio la Umoja parliamentary group. As everyone is aware, now we are marching on Nairobi on the 20th of March 2023, which is next Monday. We reiterate that the planned march has our full support as the parliamentary group of Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party. The march is necessary as a last resort aimed at restoring the dignity of our people who are being treated by utter contempt by the Kenya Kwanza regime. With the march, we want to make it clear to the regime that the government must be about the people and must work for the people. We want to make it clear to all that leaders must listen to the voices and cries of the people and those who don't end up paying a steep price. Kenya Kwanza has ignored the voices and cries of the people for the last 6 months, and now the people want to assert themselves, reclaim their space, and take over their country. That begins in earnest on Monday, the 20th. Kenya Kwanza has hurt our economy through deliberate acts of omission and commission. Therefore, for the chain of events that are set to unfold beginning Monday, the regime has only itself to blame. What are the facts? What are the acts of commission and omission? Number one, cost of living. While leaders around the world introduce subsidiaries to protect people from the rising cost of living, Mr. William Ruto shocked the nation by snapping subsidy on petrol, electricity, unga, and school fees. He then proceeded to introduce more and higher taxes on basic goods, leading to all-time high prices. The high cost of goods is, therefore, a direct result of Ruto's decision and policy choices, and which he continues to stand by. It is not that there is nothing, and instead make their lives more miserable. I will repeat that. The cost of goods is therefore a direct result of Ruto's decision and policy choices, which he continues to stand by. It is not that there is nothing Kenya Kwanza could do to save the people of Kenya. The regime chose not to help the people and instead make their lives more miserable. On Monday, the people will seek to show them that they may be poor and hungry, but they still wield the power. Number two, discrimination in state appointments. The Kenya Kwanza regime has continued with a policy that makes Kenya a one-community nation, in which critical appointments to public offices go only to members of one ethnic group. That this is happening at a time literally every family in Kenya has a son, a daughter, a father, a mother looking for a job. On Monday, the people will seek to speak to Ruto directly, register their unhappiness with the state of affairs, and demand inclusivity in appointments. Number three, privatization of Kenya. For the first time in our 60-year history, as a country, We are being told that Kenya is a private company in which the shares you hold depend on how you voted and how much money you contributed to Mr. Ruto and Mr. Rigathi Gachagua during the campaigns. We are being told that in this Ruto Rigathi company, jobless young people can only hope to join crucial bodies like security forces upon providing proof that they are card-holding members of UDA. On Monday, we converge in Nairobi for a special general meeting to tell Mr. Ruto and Mr. Rigathi that Kenya belongs to us all, regardless of how or whether we voted and contributed to UDA campaign kitty. I will now invite the minority leader of the National Assembly to proceed with the rest of the speech.
Number 4, audit of IBC servers. As a party, we adhere to the principle that only a legitimate government that is elected by the people and enjoys the confidence of the people can put people at the center of its agenda and work for the welfare of the people. It is in pursuit of this principle that we have been calling for an audit of IBC servers as a step towards electoral justice and ensuring integrity of elections in future. Ruto has continued to resist those calls. On Monday, the people of Kenya will gather in Nairobi to enforce that they mean what they are saying. They will be in Nairobi to reiterate that they are tired and can no longer tolerate regimes that come to power by usurping and manipulating the people's will as expressed at the ballot. Number 5, assembling the new IBC. We will be in Nairobi on Monday to make it clear to Mr. Ruto that we do not support his decision to reconstitute the IBC without consulting other stakeholders and interested parties, including the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party. Number 6, assault on multi-party democracy. We will be in Nairobi to tell Mr. Ruto that we have taken note and strongly oppose his determination to make Kenya a one-party state by buying legislators, orchestrating meaningless defections, and forcing other parties to fall and join his own. Number 7, regime incompetence. It is now clearly evident and undisputed that Kenya Kwanza is an extremely incompetent and clueless regime, and to allow it to continue pretending to be governing is to betray the country. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Our Kenya shilling has collapsed, and the regime doesn't know what to do. The dollar has simply disappeared. Cost of unga, electricity, and fuel is still going up, and Kenya Kwanza has no explanation and does not know what to do. From the above, it is clear the issues Kenyans are complaining about are not with us by accident. These issues are about the choices made by the Kenya Kwanza regime. There are many other policies Kenya Kwanza could have pursued, but they chose the ones whose net effect has been to cause more suffering among the people, create uncertainty in our future as a country, and destroy our institutions. Our decision, therefore, to march on Nairobi on Monday is born out of necessity. We fully support it, and we appeal to all Kenyans to come out peaceably and unarmed and march on Nairobi so that we can take back our country. Thank you. I'll be inviting the Honorable Edwin Sifuna, Senator for Nairobi, to make some further comments. Thank you.
The Azimio coalition also want to register our very, very strong concern about some of the pronouncements that have come from this regime, from none other than the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, confirming what we have long suspected, that this regime is going to take us back to the era of political elimination of opponents. We want the authorities and to call upon the DCI to ask Mr. Gachagua to record a statement on the utterances regarding the life of Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. He is on record as having stated that there is going to be a final solution to what he sees as the problem of the Odingas from the time of Jaramogi. We want to make it absolutely clear that we as the Azimio coalition will hold Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua personally responsible if anything should happen to Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga or indeed any member or leader of the Azimio One Kenya coalition party. This language you hear of a final solution is not the first time we are hearing such a language. As students of history, you will recall that Adolf Hitler, at the beginning of his term in Nazi Germany, set out what he called a final solution to the Jewish problem in Germany and in Europe generally. By the end of that endeavor, 6 million Jews were gassed and killed and slaughtered throughout Europe. Everybody understands the meaning of the word final solution. We want Mr. Gachagua to be taken to the DCI to record a statement, because we cannot be taken back to the era of J.M. Kariuki, of Robert Ouko and the others just because they are unable to deal with the political questions that have been laid on the table by the coalition. So as the Azimio la Umoja coalition, we are saying we have confirmed what we have suspected all along, that this is a regime built on elimination of political opponents, built on elimination of witnesses, as we saw in the ICC cases, and that they are going to take us there by trying to eliminate, as he himself said, the leader of Azimio, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. We want to say, finally, that should Raila Amolo Odinga so much as catch a cold on Monday, the person to be held responsible is none other than Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto. Thank you very much.
And I think that's fine. On the issue of Monday, it must also be made clear, since it has already been declared a public holiday, that employers of all shades and from all areas should release their employees and allow them to participate in their national duty. The media, of course, will be on duty. So we expect that the employers will understand that their employees will be having a duty to perform that day, a national duty indeed. But more importantly, the call by Mr. Ruto that Honorable Odinga agrees with the police how to go about the demonstrations is uncalled for, is unnecessary. The police know their duty, which is to protect lives and property of Kenyans. It is not the work of Raila Odinga or anybody else in Azimio to help them do their work, or Ruto for that matter. Thank you very much. See you on Monday. No question.
Seth, what is not clear?
Kama mama na kama kiongozi mama katika mimi nataka kusema kama mama na kama kiongozi mama katika taifa hili la Kenya. Tunajua hali ya maisha ilivyo ngumu, uzito wote unabaki kwa mama. Uzito wa kutafuta chakula unabaki kwa mama. Uzito wa kupeleka watoto shule unabaki kwa mama. Uzito hata wa electricity unabaki kwa mama. Na huu uzito wote vile sisi kama kina mama unatupata, lazima sauti ya kina mama isikike. Na ningependa kusema ya kwanza, maandamano ambayo yako tarehe 20 yatakuwa maandamano ya amani, maandamano ya kutoa ujumbe, maandamano ya kupeleka vilio vyetu, maandamano ya mlala hoi na maskini kupeleka kilio chake na kilio chake kisikike. Na haya maandamano ni maandamano kwa sababu kwa muda mrefu tumeongea na tumesema, lakini ni kama tunazungumzia viziwi ambao hawasikii, ambao hawana macho pia hawaoni, na pia hawana masikio ya kusikia, na pia hawana akili za kuona ya kwamba Wakenya wako katika hali ngumu sana. Sasa hivi dola imepanda juu sana, shilingi yetu imeanguka sana, na tunaambiwa ya kwamba watu wamefix economy, ati mtu amefix uchumi. Uchumi huu umefixiwa vipi hali ya kuwa sasa shilingi yetu kwa dola ni 140? Jambo la pili nataka niseme, kuna matamshi ambayo yamezungumziwa na kiongozi fulani hapa Kenya ya kusema ya kwamba Raila Amolo Odinga and the Odinga's family lazima atamalizana na yeye na atamfanya aende kuendanga. So sisi tunauliza kuendanga wapi? Raila is a Kenyan, a patriotic Kenya, is going to remain as a Kenyan, is going to remain to live in Kenya, na hakuna pahali Raila Amolo Odinga anaenda. So kama unasema Raila Odinga aende kuendanga, aendange wapi? Na yeye ni Mkenya, na hapa Kenya ni kwao, na amezaliwa Kenya, na anaishi Kenya, na ataendelea kuishi Kenya kama mzalendo halisi wa Kenya. Na kama ni utetezi kutetea wanyonge na maskini na walalahoi, atanyamaza ile siku ambayo Wakenya watakuwa na maisha ya kuheshimika, watakuwa na maisha, watoto wataenda shule bila pingamizi, unga utakuwa bei nafuu, kwa sababu hicho ndio chakula cha Wakenya wengi, chakula cha maskini. Wakati ambao electricity is going to be affordable, wakati ambao pesa ya help ya loan ya wanafunzi wetu itaweza kupatikana. Kwa yakiwa hayo, hutamsikia Raila Amolo Odinga akisema, lakini kwa sasa ataendelea kutetea taifa la Kenya na Wakenya kwa jumla. So wewe kama unasema unangoja aendange, akiendanga hata aendanga na kuendanga. Sawa sawa jamani, sawa sawa. Na unajua wakati unamfikiria mwenzako maovu, ujue na kuna Mwenyezi Mungu. Mwenyezi Mungu aliye juu atamlinda sana baba Raila Amolo Odinga, na hata kuwa intimidated, hata babaishwa. Yeye kama mtetezi wa Kenya alianza kutetea kwa miaka mingi sana ya nyuma, na hata kulipokuwa na serikali zile zilikuwa na maudikteta na mambo mazito sana, na hakuogopa. Ataogopa sasa kutetea wa Kenya, ataendelea na hataenda kuendanga. Is there to stay in Kenya permanently.